Ow. Right, if we can get through the first bit without taking damage. Slightly to the right there. And you seem to avoid the balls. So... Ow! As long as you don't jump. Almost. I'm sure I have avoided it then. We know there's a way through. I think I found it, but I just hit my usual and stood up too quick. So one. Aha. Okay, so 2 axe throws. Ah, I can do it from there. Good. As long as I'm on the edge. And as long as the buttons work. Ah, so close. That's definitely it. Just... At the moment, I'm just trying to figure out how to get through the balls unscathed. There has to be a gap. Well, there is a gap. We know there's a gap. It's just finding it. That might be a mistake. It seems there. Just by not moving. We'll do that again. Okay. We'll do the same again. It's not going to be the same area, of course. But close enough. There we go. I'm trying to get 2 axes in, but each time I go for the second one, it just uses the whip. Axe. Ah, missed. Too soon. Okay. Missed again, and then whip. I'm trying to use the axe twice. And it's... 1, 2. Yeah. Let's just try it once instead of pushing my luck. Okay, so we figured out that bit. Now we know he appears here. We'll try not to get too close to him. So how am I going to hit him from here? We can jump through that. So 2 axes. 1, 2. Just got to get through that gap. There it is. Oh, it's such a small gap. Very small gap. I did it once a minute ago. There it is. We now know he appears on the right hand side. Ha 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 ha. Very close. He's Dracula. I'm expecting another form. It's not going to be as simple as this, surely. Right, let's find that gap again. Not there. Not there either. Okay, can't even jump. Stuck in this area. Where is it? Where's that gap? Might be on the edge here. There it is. Good, good. Where are we going next? Right in the middle. All you needed was a second bloody... Oh, that was my last one. No way. I got to do this one manually. Oh, was that it? Health refill? No, that's it. Again with a sinking castle. The war is over. Dracula's scheme was foiled. They took his scheme and wrapped it in tinfoil because of the combined power of Christopher and Sulliu. Once again, the world is at peace. Time for bacon sandwiches. And then Sulliu has overcome the dark curse and will continue to fight chickens, Dracula and his forces. Soon after, the Belmont family has gone to McDonald's. A long history of vampire hunters. The legend will always continue. Meaning these poor buggers never get to rest. Because every 100 years, Dracula's back. Boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Huh. Wow. It took long enough to read the ending bit there. This could take a while, travelling this slowly. But then again, it is a Game Boy game, so it's probably only got about 10 people. 10 people, staff-wise, that have made it. But that was fun. We got through it. Another one bites the dust. It was cute. What can you say, really? It was, no complaints at all. It's a fun little Game Boy game. See, sound creator H. Funachi. He's the only one responsible for sound. Which is how it was back then. Back in the good old days where, Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the biggest games ever made, was only made by about 15, 20 people. So, thank you for your playing. You are very, very welcome. Thank you for making such a lovely little game. Presented by Konami. Konami is the last name of the person who is in charge of Konami, which is where the name came from. Just in case you didn't know that one. Can't pronounce his first name, but his last name is Konami. The inventor of Konami, if you want to call it that. Person responsible for the business itself. He dips his hands into quite a fair few games on the odd occasion. You can see his name pop up in the credits every now and again. Didn't see it this time round, but he was definitely in part of and in the credits of Castlevania Adventure that we did previously. So yeah, he pops up as and when. Alright. It seems that's it. I'm pressing buttons and I'm not getting anywhere. So yeah, that's literally end off. This would be the point where you'd switch off your Game Boy and change the cartridge around. Right, so another one done. We've done Castlevania, Simon's Quest, Dracula's Curse, Castlevania 4, Super Castlevania 4, Castlevania Adventure, and we've just done Belmont's Revenge. Next, Castlevania Bloodlines and the New Generation, which is the North American version. Journey back to 1897 and the Transylvanian countryside of Romania. It was a time of fear and dread for the simple people of the European country. They lived under the dark rule of Count Dracula for many years. He was a ruthless warrior and he was alive, but he was even more horrifying in death. You see, Dracula is king of the vampires, but even one as powerful as Dracula has enemies. From the early 16th century, the Belmonts, including Trevor, Christopher and the legendary Simon, have been fighting Dracula and his minions throughout Europe. Finally, in 1897, Quincy Morris, a descendant of the House of Belmont, overcame great odds to defeat Dracula and send him to his eternal grave. Unfortunately, since Quincy was so badly beaten in his battle with the Count, he lost his own life moments after plunging a wooden stake into Dracula's chest. Quincy's legacy has continued, however. His son, John Morris, and John's childhood friend, Eric Lecard, had witnessed the Quincy-Dracula showdown from the shadows. That scene changed their lives forever. As they grew older, they swore to rid the planet of the evil creatures of the underworld. 20 years later, Elizabeth Bartley, the name conjures up images of a regal countess who in the year 1421 was found kneeling over the body of a dead young man. He had 2 puncture wounds in his neck. She was tried as a vampire and found guilty. Her sentence was too gruesome to mention in this page. What is important is that she was indeed guilty. And not only was she a vampire, she was the niece of Count Dracula. Now, in the ruins of a mysterious castle in Pennsylvania, an amateur by the name of Drolta Trentis dabbles in arcane magic. She casts a spell which inadvertently brings Elizabeth Bartley back to the land of the living, and now that she has returned, Bartley is bent towards one goal, and that's reviving her dead uncle Count Dracula. In a twist of fate, Morris and the Lacand have been drawn towards the ominous castle. Their task is simple: defeat Hartley before she can complete her macabre objective. Completing their task, however, will involve many precious encounters and life or death acts of bravado. Is your heart strong enough for the challenge? That was long. Anyway, Castlevania Bloodlines, the new generation, is what we shall be playing next. And then finally, Kid Dracula, which is released in Japan only. It wasn't released on European shores, so it would be good to give that one a go. Looking forward to that. And then we got some Japanese versions of all of the Castlevania games. We'll be looking to see if they are similar to the European versions, or I'll put it this way: if they're different, I'll record them. If they're not, then I won't. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. It's been really fun, and it actually took longer because Castlevania Adventure took me an hour and a half. This one took me just over 2 hours. So yeah, Bloodlines, they're next, or the new generation is next. I do hope you will join me for that video. So thank you ever so much. I'm going to do the same as what I did at the end of the last video. I'm going to go and make a coffee, say hello to the missus, come back up, and do Bloodlines straight away. So if you enjoyed this video, then the video for Bloodlines is online. Please feel free to check it out. Until then, thank you very much. Have a nice day, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.